Well, welcome back to Mr. Obsolete's Finished Homesteading. Today, I'm going to attempt to cut down a tree with the wood carp. So I've got it running. I've done just a couple little mods to it, but still pretty unreliable. But anyway, we'll see what happens. But the only things I've done to it so far is I widened the gap on the spark plug, like several people have mentioned, to make them start better when they're hot. And the air filter cover, drilled some holes in it so we can get air in it when the filter gets plugged up with kickback of fuel and air mix. So anyway, I'm going to take out this tree right here. If you look at the tree there, you can see the top's blown out of it. Well, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to get our eyes on here and grab the little axe here, little Evansville, and then come over here and cut off the branches on the far side of it. And we got a clear path so we can escape from the back or to the south there. Oop. Takes two hands to aim it. Okay, well, I'll get my rest of my safety gear on and see if some miracle will happen and the saw will actually start. Poulan hat. Okay, well, we got getting ready to go here, so got the choke on and the ignition on. Give it our 6 pumps here to the purge valve, like they say. Yeah, let's see if it'll start here. Nope. Well, it actually cut better than I thought, but starting to lean out on the low end. So, the main test I wanted to do on this is see if it'll restart when hot, and I'm going to say probably not. So anyway, let's try it here and see. I'm shocked, it started. Must be a factory reject. Anyway, we'll get these hunks of stuff brought over to the sawbuck in a while, and we'll be back and cut it up. Okay, well, we got 3 pieces of the tree brought over to the cutting horse here. We'll get that loaded up, and we'll cut it up. We'll start by pretty heavy wood. Anyway, we'll be back when we're all loaded up. Okay, well, we got the logs on the sawhorse here. They're pretty good size and they're pretty hard wood. And so we'll see if the little shark here, or carp, will actually start again. It was a milestone when we cut the tree up. It actually started when it was hot, and no one was more surprised than me. So I'm still learning the nuances and weird perks of this thing, as it's only been 2 days ago that I actually got it running, and so we'll just have to keep learning, trying out different things on it. Of course, I've watched a number of videos and people have been working on them, figured out how to bypass some of the weird glitches these things have. So anyway, we'll see if we can get it started here. So initially what we're going to do, I'm not going to use the purge valve, I'm just going to use the choke and see if it'll start with that. If not, I'll use the purge valve. Now, when I initially started it, you know, it says right here, press the purge valve 6 times, and it actually flooded the saw. So the carburetor on this isn't 100%. And I've looked and can't find anybody that sells carburetor kits for them. So I'll have to do a little more looking on that. But it was leaning out a little bit on the low end too, and I bought the special tool for adjusting it, so I just richened that up a tad. So let's give it a go and see what happens. Looks like we need to adjust the carb a little bit. Be right back. Well, we're going to have to stop for today. It's starting to rain. The other thing is that a lot of people have talked about the gas cap on these that vents the tank, and I don't think it's working, so it's starving for fuel. So I'll have to get another gas cap for it. So anyway, we'll be back when the rain's gone. Well, a little squall ran through, and Andrew from Butler Outdoors Canada had sent me some parts Poulan saws, one of which was a Wood Shark. So I took the gas cap off it, and I know it's venting because not only does it let air in, it lets fuel out. So it's got to be replaced with a new cap. But anyway, let's see if we can get it to run long enough to cut this stuff up here. Well, you can see these saws are really finicky. Just a little teeny adjustment on the main jet makes a lot of difference. Still not 100% right, but the thing I'm surprised at though, this is hardwood. This has a crappy safety chain on it. It's actually fairly aggressive. I was surprised. It actually cuts pretty good. You can see the wood chips here or not, but yeah, they're reasonably good size for a little 3/8 low profile safety chain. But the other thing I was surprised at the power on this thing. You know, you look it up on the Poulan website, and it says it's a 33 cc with a 14-inch bar. And then I was looking at the EPA sticker. It says it's actually 42 cc, just like the other saw there, the mild thing there, the wild thing. So that would explain why it's more powerful than I thought it would be. And I'll do some modifications to it. I probably do a few mods on the muffler, air filter and stuff, but like we did on the wild thing, we'll just kind of do a segmented series on it and show you. We'll take it out and test it after each modification, show how it's done. So anyway, another fine piece of junk. There again, wood carp, because it's a bottom feeder. It's a good thing I didn't buy this. See you next time. Vintage is best, even if it's just so-so. We'll see you on the next video.